What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trafish Aquatics. Today we're going to be talking about how hot does an aquarium heater actually get. So one of my older videos, I received a comment a while back with a gentleman who was arguing with me that one, it's impossible to get condensation on the inside of a heater because it doesn't get hot enough to actually build up condensation based on the manufacturing process. He was also arguing that it would be impossible for fish to receive burns from an aquarium heater because they don't get hot enough to do that, which to me sounds crazy because I've seen plenty of burns on fish. And he was also arguing that he was an electronical engineer and it's just impossible for these things to happen. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make a video showing you guys just how hot these heaters actually get and why you should never remove them from an aquarium while they're plugged in, and you should always unplug them. So what I have here is a old Marine Land 300 watt heater, and this heater is actually in runaway mode. So if you're not familiar with what that is, a heater can fail in two different ways, where either A, the heater just stops heating and no longer works, or the heater breaks internally with the thermostatic controller and it basically heats up until all your fish are dead and your water's 100 degrees. So it'll just keep running in what we call runaway mode, a runaway heater. So those are the two ways essentially that are most common for a heater to fail, and that's what's wrong with this one. Is it actually heated up my aquarium till the water was 96 degrees when I finally recognized it. Luckily I didn't lose any fish, but this heater definitely got replaced. So I kept it because I wanted to make this video for you guys just to show how hot these actually get. I have burned myself on a heater before where I took it out of the aquarium. I thought I unplugged it, but I actually unplugged something else. And I noticed that it started smoking, and then I grabbed a hold of it to put it back into the aquarium, which if your heater does get hot like that, don't put it back into cold water because it will cause it to explode. So I'm going to show you guys how hot these things actually get. I've got a little setup behind me, and I'm going to be using a infrared temperature gun, so you guys will be able to see how hot things actually get. So I'm going to go ahead, we'll set this up, we'll plug it in, and I'll start taking readings until basically this thing stops working or breaks. Also, don't try this at home. I am a trained professional. Alright guys, so basically what we have here is I have this heater hung, and I am going to point this thermometer at the heater down around the coils. You guys can see the temperature there. I'll be reading it in Fahrenheit. So that is 68 degrees Fahrenheit currently. I don't think I'll be able to get a better shot on the temperature than that, so hopefully you guys will be able to see it. And we're going to go ahead, plug it in, and watch it heat up. Okay, and we're off. So obviously you can see already we're looking at 113, 120 degrees. So you could easily get burns on your fish from temperatures like this, since they're only used to living in 78 degree water. 170 degrees, 180 degrees. $200 degrees. So right now we're over the temperature for boiling water. I can hear it hissing. 300 degrees. $350 degrees. We'll look up at the thermostat. Now you can obviously see the thermostat is reading 80 to 90 degrees, but the coils themselves are reading almost 400 degrees. So I'm actually just going to unplug this thing now because I think I've proved my point on how hot these heaters actually get. Let's see, 465 degrees. So yeah, if you were to grab a hold of this, you would scald your hand. If you were to put this back into an aquarium, it would just explode from the temperature change. So definitely don't do that. And also monitor your heaters to make sure that you don't get a runaway heater, because it can kill your fish or do harm to you. And as you can see, the temperature is not dropping extremely fast because these heaters use the water in the aquarium to actually cool themselves. So without that, the heat dissipates extremely slowly. Alright guys, so I hope you found this video educational and I hope you learned something. I know a lot of people don't realize that aquarium heaters actually get that hot. Now, they obviously don't get that hot while they're in the aquarium because they do have the water running past it, which is going to be cooling it. But they are capable of reaching extremely high temperatures. So just make sure you don't grab a hold of them with your hand and leave them plugged in outside of the aquarium, as they can do harm to you. And if you do have a runaway heater in your aquarium, they can do harm to your fish by raising the temperature so high. So I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, links in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching Traffish Aquatics, and I will see you guys in the next video.